What's going on, guys? This is Vastu Pirate. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm at Chuck Lennon Trails in Florida, and I'm going to be checking out my new bike, which is a Specialized Stumpjumper Comp Alloy. Let's take a look. So I went with the Specialized Stumpjumper Comp Alloy. Now this bike is a step up from the Specialized Alloy model. I went with the S4 size. Specialized has a special sizing geometry where you can check it online. I'm 6 foot and I was kind of between S4 and S5, but I went with the S4 because a lot of people recommend the S4 as offering better handling, whereas S5 will offer better tracking. A lot of the trails I do in Florida are very twisty, so I decided I wanted a little bit better handling, especially that the 29-inch wheels, they roll faster, but they also offer a little bit less maneuverability on the trail. So it's a good balancing point. I really love this color. This is a sage green. It's only available on the Comp Alloys, and I think it's beautiful. This was like my dream color, so I'm very happy I got the Comp model. Now, I'm not going to give you a full parts rundown of the bike, but let's just take a quick look at this. This is a SRAM NX group set in the back, which is a good step up from the SX, which comes on the Stumpjumper base model. Obviously you got to buy your own pedals. I put some Fuker Amazon pedals on this with some pins, which are pretty good. Now the main reason I upgraded to the Comp from the Specialized base model is because of the suspension. The suspension on this one is the Fox Float, which is really nice, and the fork in the front, we got the Fox 34, which so far I really like. It offers, I think, 140 mil of travel. Looking at the cockpit here, of course, my first upgrade right here is this ducky, which is traveling with me now. My main complaint initially when I started riding the bike was the brakes, the G2s. They feel a little bit squishy, like there's a little bit of travel before the brake properly locks, but I kind of got used to it. It's a little different for me coming from my Specialized Fuse, which has got a little more firmer brakes. So maybe down the line I may end up upgrading the brakes here. The tires are great so far. These are, I think, 2.3s. You got Butcher in the front and you got a Purgatory in the back. I'm still running tubes inside. I still yet to upgrade to tubeless, and I think that's going to be my main big upgrade because right now I'm having to run high pressure, which means that going over roots and rocks, I end up sliding a lot over them. The tire doesn't absorb it as much, it doesn't allow you that much lower pressure, in fear of puncture. So that's going to be my first big upgrade, is going tubeless. But yeah, this is a beautiful bike. It rides like a dream. It's a huge improvement from the hardtail for me. I'm going to 29s and a full suspension. It's an amazing ride. I'm actually going to go do the Wild Turkey Trail now, which is rated double black diamond. It's got a lot of interesting features. It starts with like a stairwell drop, and it's got a lot of very interesting skinnies and some steep climbs. So I think that's gonna be a good trail to kind of put the bike through the paces, and it'll kind of let you know some of the features of the bike and just how it handles, and just give you some ride impressions. This little guy wants to go for a ride with me. So this section right here actually starts with a nice little rock roller. Oh, that was gnarly. That was a really gnarly stair roll, going right into a skinny. It handles climbs like a dream. Like, it's really nice. Now, oh, we got a skinny over a swamp here. Wow, that was tricky. But yeah, this bike, it feels great. Like, this is a huge upgrade for me from my hardtail. Oh, that was a really steep drop right there. Nice. So one thing I have to say is I love this suspension. The fork in the front, the Fox 34, it's just so smooth. I set my suspension in the back to mid-range, just because I feel like if I put it all the way open, the climbs become much more difficult and sluggish, and my energy from climbs is absorbed by the suspension. The dropper post is very smooth. I use it a lot. You know, you want to drop your seat for descents and jumps, and you want to raise it for climbs and just flat. If anything, on the stump jumper, the dropper is well worth it. Well, this is an interesting skinny right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's doable. Oh, look at this feature right here. Nice. Oh, what is that? Woo! Nice. Some final thoughts on the Specialized Stumpjumper Comp Alloy. I really love this bike. It rides like a dream compared to my hardtail. I feel like this bike gives me so much more confidence to tackle the rougher stuff on the trail. You know, the lines that I used to avoid on my hardtail, I now kind of feel like I can go through. I feel like I can tackle bigger and harder drops on this bike, and actually feel like the bike's going to back me up, and it's just not just going to be my legs doing the work. The main thing to consider on climbs is you want to set your suspension in the back, especially at least to mid-range travel, because if it's fully open, a lot of that climbing power that you're putting into your pedals, it gets lost in that little wobble in the back in your suspension. Fork is excellent. It's very smooth. The dropper post is great. It responds very quickly. I'm able to drop it when I need to, raise it quickly when I need to. Brakes, like I said, it takes time to get used to them. The G2s, they're a little squishy, but once they lock, they lock. Like the brakes, you know, they work great. My last upgrade, like I said initially, is going to be to go tubeless, just because I feel like running tubes, I'm running a really high PSI right now, 35, maybe 40, finding myself slipping on a lot of routes, on climbs, on turns, on rocks especially. I really miss that kind of cushion that the tubeless setup provides. So that's going to be really my next upgrade. All right guys, well that's going to be it for today's video review of the Specialized Stumpjumper Comp Alloy 2022 year. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on the video, subscribe. I got a lot more videos coming your way, especially coming on this bike, so you see a lot more trail rides, progression videos and such. I'm going to be doing a lot more product reviews as well, so if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure to tune into my channel. Thanks a lot again, and I'll see you again next time.